Hello everybody and welcome back to the third episode of The Basics of Hand Lettering. I am your host. Basically what you're going to need today is a computer that has access to Photoshop, Illustrator, anything Adobe. Actually, you just need Photoshop. I will cover a tiny baby wiener portion of Illustrator in the digitalization of your art, but not a ton because I don't want to focus on that today. So without further ado, let's get right into the third episode. All right, so the first thing we want to do is access our document that we just scanned. Mine went straight to my desktop. There it is. It looks good. There's a few issues, but we can work with that. Okay, so open up Photoshop. Open up your document and then just drag and drop your file right in there. So now we have that drag and dropped right into our document. Make it the size you want. We're basically going to be using the same methods as the second video I posted on digitalizing your artwork. I'm just going to get the marquee tool and separate that. And I just clicked M. I have the key notations on the screen for you guys so you can see exactly what keys I'm pressing if I forget to mention one. But the marquee tool is M, and it just makes a bounding box around whatever. Okay, so now that you have that right there, I use the scanner because you can see how nice the contrast is now that I have it inside of my Photoshop document. So I'm going to open up the layers panel, Command L, and just bring the darks down really low, and then bring up those lights to cut out some of that noise. And that looks really, really good. And the first thing I notice when I look at this is how close the in is to the rest of the piece. So we're going to change that. But first I'm going to delete the background. Click on the white, similar, just hit delete. So now all you have is the black on your canvas. Now we're going to highlight the in with the wand tool, which is W, and then we're just going to click the in, then click V, and you can just kind of move that around as much as you want. Make sure you're still in line with your base and really want to make it the same distance between all letters. And I think that looks pretty good. Awesome. So now we have that into the computer and it is totally ready to be worked with, and it is ready to be colored and texturized and just messed with. It's gonna be awesome. Now I'm going to show you how you can drag and drop this into Illustrator to make it a vector, but still keep your hand lettering feel to the whole thing. So you just open up Adobe Illustrator and create a new layer. And now you're going to drag and drop that nature file, or that layer, just drop it right into Illustrator. So there it is in Illustrator now. Click on it and hit Image Trace. And then just play with the threshold and the paths and the noise. Get it how you like it. Make sure you ignore the white. And then expand that. And then now you have an infinite mathematical algorithm or a vector. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop that right back into Photoshop now. And there you go. That is our nature back into Photoshop. And there's one other problem that I see within this piece. It is this space between the U and the R. It looks a little funky. So what I always do is make a copy of it just in case I mess up, which is Command J, is just make a whole new copy of your whole layer or whatever's selected on that layer. And so I'm going to rasterize that layer. I'm going to delete this little section right here. Then what we're going to do is get the wand tool and move it over. Then we're going to get the brush tool and just kind of fix it. And it's good that it's a hand lettering piece because it makes some of that grunge look okay, and it doesn't ruin anything. All right, so that is looking good, and I think it is ready to be textured and colored, which we're going to cover in the next episode. This is the ender. This is the ender. You can watch me do it. Yeah, you can watch me do it in a second. So today we covered how you make that usable within Photoshop and a little bit in Illustrator. That's really basically all we covered today. It's not a really like intense episode. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Noah, have you subscribed?
Yes, I have.
I appreciate the support. You guys are awesome. Noah, shut up. I'll see you guys in the next episode. And let me tell you, it's gonna be fire.